It's probably safe to say that the majority of people that make their own antique muzzleloading propellant probably use lead media or some kind of lead alloy. Now, judging from the views that I got on the last video where we showed you the difference between lead media and brass media powders, you guys aren't interested in listening to me harp on your choice of media. Now, the biggest complaint I get when it comes to me pitching brass media, which is what I prefer, is how much it costs. It's really, really expensive.
All I hear from you, you spineless cowards, is how poor you are.
Now, there are a few options. We have tried lead. You saw how that worked out. We have tried glass marbles. We have also tried ceramic media. I still prefer brass over both the marble and the ceramic because brass is more efficient. You will get clean powder with marbles and ceramic, but you have to mill it for twice as long. But there's a pretty good option in using copper-plated projectiles. Now, in this particular case, these are extreme bullets, and they are 44. Now, I bought these with the intention of using them for 44 Special and 44 Mag. They work okay in 44 Special, but with 44 Mag, if you push them over around 900 or 950, they just shoot about a 2-foot group. So they work okay for slower stuff. So what we did is we poured out about the same amount as our brass media, and we made 2 batches. Both are Osage Orange charcoal at a ratio of 77-13-10. That's 77% potassium nitrate, 13% charcoal, and 10% sulfur. Both are milled in the old PVC mills, not the new Rebel 17 container that we're using now, which has pretty much cut our mill time in half. These are in the old PVC containers, and they are milled for 24 hours, which is about half the time as we would have usually, but I wanted to get a baseline for 24-hour brass because we had just got the Rebel 17 container at the time, and I wanted to get a side-by-side comparison for 24 hours in the Rebel 17 and the PVC container. Who cares? That's completely unrelated. So they're both milled for 24 hours. They're both pressed to a density of 1.75 grams per cubic centimeter. Both are 3F. The firearms we're using for this test are my Remington New Model Army using 25 grains and a 4.54 ball in this particular video. I have since switched to 4.57s. And the rifle is my Killer Southern Mountain Rifle in .45 caliber using 50 grains, a 20 thousandths patch, and a 4.40 Hornady swaged ball. And each shot is primed with the same powder it is charged with. So here is the copper-plated media powder. Okay, so we have our Remington loaded up with 25 grains of our standard brass-made powder, but this stuff is 24 hours, where usually we would do 48. And we're at 15 yards, and we'll see how it does. If I could take a guess, this stuff is going to be low 700s.
Yeah.
If I could take a guess.
All right.
$749. $732.
Oh.
That's not supposed to happen to me.
Yeah.
Moving on. $789. $807. $702. Can I have another cap, please? Thank you. That's odd.
Yeah, that is odd.
How odd. $763. So that averaged 757.
That was close.
That is
mid-sevens.
That is right about where 24-hour brass milled Osage orange would be usually.
Oh, damn, that's not bad at all.
No, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Perfectly ordinary, I would say.
Even got 3 on the 3 spades. One touching each spade.
Oh yes, I did that on purpose, of course. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch to 4.57s though.
Really?
Yeah. Super Sneaky Steve mentioned that. It's like, you know, a 4.57 will fit in all your other ones, so you might as well go with the bigger one if that's what the Remington likes, since you shoot it so much. And I thought, you know what?
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea at all. All right, so now we have our Remington loaded with 25 grains of our Osage orange powder milled for 24 hours with the copper-plated 44 bullet media. And we'll see how it does. Any guesses, hypothesis at all?
I think it'll be a little faster.
Really? Faster
Yeah.
than 750 on average?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Not by much, but enough to count.
What the bloody hell is going on?
That's assuming if it goes off.
I wonder if I got a booger in that cone.
That would make sense.
$764. $793. $741. $730.
Need a couple caps?
That's never had so much trouble with this thing.
I don't know, man.
That's what I get for capping it off first.
Yeah, that is what you
Oh, yep, there's a booger stuck in there. I can see it.
get. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay,
Hang on.
let's fix it real quick.
Wow. Honestly, that never happens. All right, so let's see. Where were we? Shot number 5, yeah?
Yep.
$721. $781.
Same.
$755. I would call that practically the same.
Same.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, certainly not as good as the first batch.
Yeah.
It seems that this is a little bit more gummy. Now, after I did the first brass, I take it apart, I clean it off just so it rolls smooth. But after 6 shots, that's a little stiffer, I think, than I would like to see. Not that it's unacceptable,
It's a little more crunchy.
but it feels a little bit dirtier. I'll have a way better idea with the rifle, though.
Yes.
Okay, so this is our brass media Osage orange 24-hour mill. And this ought to be, if I can pontificate, probably 1700 or so. Maybe high 16s, 1700-ish.
Okay.
$17.17.
Okay.
Okay. That's
right about where I would
right
expect
about
it.
where I would expect
Yeah.
it to be. We'll just take a few more shots. Okay, shot number 2. $17.23.
Yeah. About go X.
That's okay. It's actually a little bit faster than I was expecting it to be. Shot number 3. $17.06.
Okay.
Not bad at all, really.
One more.
Even for 24-hour stuff, that's not bad.
No, not at all.
Not bad at all. What I want
Is it to be bitchy?
I want 1850s in 24 hours.
Yes.
That's what I want.
I'd be happy with 1850s in 6 hours.
Oh,
That's
well.
what I would like.
So see, I'm not thinking fourth dimensionally, I guess.
Yes. Quite literally.
I got a real problem with that, you know.
You're deforming the faith of the projectile.
Oh, yeah.
That was my favorite one.
That's okay. I've been doing it wrong my whole life. No reason to change now. Ready? Here we go. Last
Yeah.
one. Oh, come on now. Don't give me that.
1706.
Hear me.
Oh, I saw you.
Tromping through the bushes like Sasquatch.
I thought I was being a ninja.
Ninja. I got my camo on. You can't see me. All right, Derek, you want to give this one more try?
Yeah, let's do
See
it.
if you can- This is the standard stuff, just not milled as long.
Yeah, we only did a 24-hour.
Yeah, just baseline numbers. I want to get 4, and the last one didn't read for some reason. We'll try it one more time, though, just to see. Oh, me dead.
You're hitting a gong.
Hey, we need to update it, remember?
Is that why it's acting strange?
Probably.
Because every time I turn it on, it's just, oh, there's an update. There's an update. It's like, no, get bent. And now it's acting weird. That's why.
Probably it needs a software update. It's cool, bro. Chill. We still got 3
Look at
shots. Swab it.
That's what I do,
Yeah.
Jake. I purse my lips.
Is that what they call that person you live?
Oh, so Lorraine.
Oh, I don't
finally
have my
watched-
cleaning jag. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I don't know what it was. It was.
He was good in that movie.
Oh yeah, have you ever seen True Lies?
He's good in a lot of stuff.
It's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he's like a super spy.
Bill Paxton plays the used car. He's a
plays the
slimy used
fucking-
car salesman.
Greatest man, it's fantastic. Does a great job.
Well, that looks perfectly ordinary.
Looks about.
That's kind of crunchy. If you
Looks,
could see it.
looks a little cleaner than
Really
GoX.
doesn't matter.
Oh, it's cleaner than GoX. It's a little faster and a little cleaner than GoX. You can't make me do it. They can make me. Frustrate me to death. I executed my last chronograph. If you don't behave, I'll do the same thing to you. Well, are we ready then, Derek?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay, so this is our copper-plated media powder, and hopefully my chronograph won't act up because it's been acting up. So here it goes. You know,
Now the gun's gonna
if
do
something's gonna act up, it's gonna be an attitude. Now,
if I can get my rifle to fire, maybe I can get the chronograph to read, huh?
Yeah.
How's my luck holding out so far?
Try again.
Okay, so copper media or lead, copper plated lead, whatever. Oh, 1643.
Oh.
Got number 2 here. Little hang. 1722.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to the low 17s.
Okay, well,
Maybe we just had a low one.
maybe we just had a low
Maybe.
one.
We'll find out with the next 4
We'll
shots.
just keep on going. But it seems like this stuff is a little more dirty than the brass. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah?
I did clean my rifle thoroughly when we got done testing the brass. Maybe it's just me. We'll see. This is shot number 3. Yeah, it just a little bit.
Yeah?
A little
Just
bit. It
a
seems
little.
like a little bit. Maybe it's just me. We'll see if we can't get shot number 3. My paper's falling down up there. I hope the target camera can see it. 1736.
Okay. Thank you, Gary.
That goes right by the door.
Okay.
What'd you drop?
One more. 1688.
Crunchy.
Just a little bit. We'll see here in a sec.
Okay.
Little dirtier, I would say.
Oh.
Still not GoX dirty, I would say.
That's dirtier than the brass.
Dirtier than the brass.
Wow,
Not horrible though. Not horrible at all.
that kind of caught me off guard.
I know you were thinking it was going to be faster. Well, I even got you on camera saying it.
Yeah. Well, I figured that it would be faster and cleaner. Well, I don't know about cleaner, but
Definitely not cleaner.
yeah.
And even if you wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt, probably just as fast.
Yeah.
20 feet per second on average, I think, is what we had. Not a tremendous amount. 20 feet per second. We see that from outing to outing,
Yeah.
day to day. So when we make it back to the Wi-Fi, we'll do the update on this thing, and maybe it'll stop acting weird.
Yeah.
Because it's just, it's always red.
Yeah, we haven't
And
had
then
any
the other
problems.
day, it started doing that. I had to shut it off and turn it back on. I did that here, and it seems to be working fine. It bothers me. Well, let's go look at the target.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, a little to the right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, still not bad though. Not horrible.
No, not offhand when you got a busted flint and your chronograph's not reading. And plus, I can come up with all kind of other excuses too. Confident when I say it's a little bit dirtier.
Okay.
Noticeably. It's not lead or lead alloy dirty. And still, I think it's a good option if you are using lead and you're too cheap to buy brass. Buy some copper plated bullets. Get some berries or extreme. These are extremes. And that works pretty damn well.
Yeah.
Because basically at 24 hours, we're getting GoX performance, I would say.
Yeah.
Cleaner than GoX.
Yeah.
With the copper.
Definitely cleaner than GoX.
And about as powerful, right about 1700. That's GoX performance in my opinion.
Yep.
According to all our tests. So not a bad option. Certainly a better option over any lead or lead alloy.
Yeah.
Boy, I sure had some trouble with my equipment on this particular outing. I had a chunk of something stuck in one of those cones in my Remington. So I had a couple caps go off and fail to set off the charge. So that was odd. That doesn't usually happen. And my chronograph was having some issues. Now, I have updated it since then. This was a few months ago. It has not failed to read since then. So from now on, anytime I boot up my Garmin and it says to update it, I will do it directly so none of us have to deal with that or watch me deal with that, I suppose. As far as how these powders performed, not so bad at all. In the Remington with our 24-hour brass powder, we saw an average of 757 with a max spread of 104. With the copper-plated media, we got an average of 755 with a max spread of 72. Both kind of wide spreads, but that happens sometimes. The max shot for the brass powder was 807. The max velocity with the copper plated was 793. The minimum for brass, 702. The minimum for copper, 721. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I would call that practically the same. The only thing I noticed, and again, after I do a 6-shot string, I disassemble it and I clean it. I wipe off the arbor, the cylinder, I run a patch down the bore. That's pretty much all I need to do. After we got done with the copper, it seemed a little stickier. Not a terrible amount, but noticeable anyway. In the rifle, and I didn't notice this until I was putting all the footage together, usually what I do is I'll take a fouling shot before I start any test. So after I clean my rifle, or as soon as I get out into the field, I'll take a fouling shot, I'll do the test, I'll clean it up, and I failed to take a fouling shot after I cleaned my rifle with the brass media test. And I think that's why our first shot with the copper was a little low. So in the rifle with the brass media 24-hour mill, we got an average of 1715 with a max spread of 17.7, which is right about what I would expect from the old mill and 24 hours, which is basically GoX performance. With the copper plated media, if you exclude that first low shot of 1643, which again, I typically would because it's a cold clean barrel with no fouling shot, and I almost always take a fouling shot, we saw an average of 1713 with a max spread of 54.4. Again, if you look at the max and minimum of each one, a little bit lower with the copper, 1680 versus 1706. Again, I would call that practically the same. Now, in my subjective view, it was dirtier. It certainly was not lead or lead alloy dirty. So, in my not so humble opinion, copper-plated projectiles are a really good option over brass. Oh, wait. I think I worded that wrong. I made it sound like they're better than brass. It's a good alternative. It is not better as far as the velocity is concerned. It looks exactly the same. So that's a plus. They're pretty cheap and readily available. Something I would like to try would be a TMJ, a total metal jacket, not a full where the bottom is exposed lead, but a TMJ projectile, because a jacket is, I think, harder and certainly thicker than the copper-coated projectiles. But this is a good option if you don't want to spend the money for the brass. Now, about the money for brass, since that's the main complaint, is how expensive brass is. Amazon sells brass ball bearings. I think you get 40 for $12. Now, I don't know how big people's mills are compared to the one we use, but I think I probably have maybe $140 worth of brass media. Even if you want to round up and call it $200 worth of brass media, you only have to buy it one time. Well, pretty much. I imagine that eventually, after several years, you probably have to replace it because it's going to get worn down. And it does. It most certainly will. But it's pretty much a one-time purchase. Now, after we milled this batch, and we've since tried another batch in the new mill, these projectiles look like they're holding up okay, but I imagine you're going to wear through that copper on that plated projectile a lot faster than you are going to wear out a solid brass ball bearing. It's just not that much money, in my opinion, and it's a better milling media. It's not as dirty. I'm more concerned with having clean powder than I am faster powder. And I know people accuse me of the opposite all the time. But buying brass just isn't that big of a deal. Amazon sells it now. You don't even have to order it from McMaster Carr. Just buy the brass stuff. But if you don't want to and you happen to have some Barry's 9mm plated bullets or some 44s or whatever, give those a try. In my not so humble opinion, it still is a way better option over lead or lead alloy. So, as usual, folks, if you thought this video didn't suck, do me a favor and hit the like button and consider subscribing. And if you did think it sucked, go make your own damn video.